Hello there, I hope you are enjoying your afternoon today. Well, you're welcome to Let's Talk Showbiz right here on the JoyNews channel. My name is Doreen Avio, and of course today I have some good news to share with you. Well, Mark Okreku-Mantey has been named the Deputy Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture. I'll bring you details on that. And also, the National Film Authority have a pitch series coming up, and my colleague Ibrahim Benbako caught up with a secretary who happens to be Juliet Ya Asantewa Asante. Details on that one will follow as well. Plus, comedian Michael Blankson has been detailing how he actually got his role to play, you know, that 2-minute bit in Coming to America. My name is Doreen Avio, and the show is Let's Talk Showbiz. If you're just joining us, this is Let's Talk Showbiz, and of course, as I mentioned earlier, Mark Okreku-Mantey has been named Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Of course, he is trending. Lots of people are talking about it, but I'm sure we'd like to know a little bit more about Mark Okreku-Mantey.
I think it's about time you guys changed the style.
Astute music and movie producer Mark Okreku-Mantey has received a ministerial nomination from President Akufo-Addo. On Wednesday, April 21, the president released his list of deputy ministers for his second term and sent it to the parliament. In the list, Mark Okreku-Mantey, who is currently the programs manager of Hits FM, has been named the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture. This comes as a confirmation of the several rumors that have been lingering about his nomination for months. When Ghana's parliament resumes from its break in May, a schedule for vetting will be released. If Mark Okreku-Mantey successfully completes his vetting, he will be sworn in by President Akufo-Addo. The Hits FM boss will join the main minister, Dr. Ibrahim Awal, and Culture. Now, before his new appointment, Mark Okreku-Mantey has served as the president of the Creative Arts Council of Ghana. Now, the Creative Arts Council, after the passage of the Creative Arts Industry Bill, has now come to be known as the Creative Arts Agency. Now, the astute businessman has decades of experience in music production, movie production, events and branding. He has produced great musicians including Lord Kenya, Ohiniba Kisi, Adani Best, Achiame, Dasibre Jamina. Mark Okreku-Mantey also served as an executive producer for the popular TV series Efiera. He has also organized major events including MTN Music Festival, High Life Festival, Heroes Concert, among others. After his announcement as Deputy Minister nominee, a lot of industry players have congratulated him on social media. All right, so that's it on Mark Okreku-Mantey, and I'm sure very soon we'll start calling him Honorable. Now, away from that, the National Film Authority has launched a series they call the Pitch Series. Now, this series is actually aimed at promoting productions in the industry. Now, they're looking at investors coming in to support the industry, especially movie, music, and everything that has to do with the entertainment industry. Juliet Asante is the executive secretary for the National Film Authority, and she has been speaking to my colleague Ibrahim Benbako.
I want to have a lot of time for you. What is the pitch series all about?
Okay, so first of all, let me just drop an exciting news. The name is now Presidential Film Pitch Series, because His Excellency the President himself has recognized, you know, or has, how do you call it, taking on and recognize the hard work of these filmmakers that have come this far, and is leading this drive to make Ghana a film hub or a film center, whatever way you want to put it. So the Presidential Film Pitch Series basically is a marketplace that brings together film projects from Ghana. When I say film projects, because we're talking about other things within the film ecosystem. So maybe the person doesn't have a film, but maybe the person has a project that will bring together, will bring actors, you know, make it easy for directors or producers to reach actors, and on you go. So the Presidential Film Pitch Series brings these projects that have been packaged by the National Film Authority under the auspices of the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, and brings together these projects with investment and distributors. So usually people have great ideas, you know, like I'm a filmmaker, I come up with a great idea, but where do I get the money to shoot my film? And when I shoot my film, where am I going to show my film? So the Presidential Film Pitch Series solves the problem to that by creating a platform or a marketplace where business can happen. And it's been over a year now. When we opened submissions, we had over 100 submissions. We narrowed down to 25. These 25 projects have gone through a year of training and preparation, and now we are ready to outdoor them to the public, to you, to investors, to sponsors, and to distributors. So that's what the Presidential Film Pitch Series is about.
When you say it has taken, a lot of people brought up project and you shortlisted to 25. Exactly what kind of project are you talking about?
Right. So we are talking about films or, you know, different genres. So documentaries, comedy, drama, you know, TV, made for TV films, made for cinema films, like I said, businesses within the ecosystem. So it's a very wide range of projects, and it was exciting for us because, you know, before we started this, we thought, you know, business is slow, let me use that word. Are there enough people who are engaged in the creative process? But we were pleasantly surprised, you know, when we hit 100 and was counting if we hadn't closed submissions. So for us, this has been a long process, but of course, people come with an original idea or an idea that is raw. A lot of people came with a raw product. So then we had to take them through the process that makes them ready to meet the investor and the distributor.
Have you always wanted to be part of Coming to America?
Oh my God! Of course, that was like my favorite movie of all. And let's go back to 1988 when the movie came out in '88. Okay, and like I said, Americans had no clue on Africa. You know, and Coming to America kind of like gave them. It was the first positive thing about Africa that came out. Because prior to that, they just thought we lived in a jungle, butt naked, scratching our booty scratchers. That's what they call me every day, African booty scratcher. I'm like, you know what, somebody scratch why are you calling me African booty scratcher? But when Coming to America came out, I'm not sure who wrote this movie, where, you know, but it was kind of like our version of Wakanda, with Black Panther. Right? Yeah. Because we knew. Because all we knew was booty scratch. All of a sudden, this movie come out where, my God, every African is a prince. You know, and the thing about it, when that movie came out, so many Africans rode that wave and lied to women and told them they're prince just to get with girls. Yeah. You know, so that was like one of the positive things about Africa that came. You know, even though it wasn't real, it wasn't a real country. It wasn't a real. You know, we're not walking around next to a lion. Yeah. I don't go to the zoo. I'm scared to go to the zoo. Okay. Because I'm African. I'm scared of animals. I grabbed a peacock and he jumped up the other day. I saw that. Right. A peacock is harmless. I'm afraid. What the hell am I going to do? Hang out with a lion. So Coming to America, the original one, made us all feel very royal. Yes. You know, and every time every African that met her, call him my king and whatever. You know, Royal Prince of Zamunda. We went through another roasting session, but it was kind of in a good way because it felt like, damn, maybe every African might be a prince. He might be a rich guy. We just mistreating him. Yeah. And he might be he might have his own money. Exactly. So, yes, I mean, when it came out, entertainment was nowhere in my life. I was just a fan watching a great movie, and of course Eddie Murphy, and all the funny movie he's done prior to that, and he became one of my favorite comedians. And so how I got in this movie, the great thing about being entertained, when you work hard, people will see your talent, they recognize your talent. Eddie became a fan. I had no idea. Wow. He became a fan because I remember, and when I was on set, filming this movie, you know, I had to talk with him in Arsenio Hall, and they said, Mike, when we wrote this part, it was written for you.
Wow.
You know, and I didn't know that. All I remember is how I got to that was, I remember TMZ, who is American Information Television about entertainers. TMZ ran into Akon and told Akon, hey, Eddie Murphy's doing Come to America too. How you feel about it? You know, and then Akon said, you can probably find an article on YouTube. Just look up Michael Blackson and Eddie Murphy. It will come up. Wow. So Akon said, well, I think it's a great idea, but I think they need to cast more Africans in this movie. And then TMZ runs into Eddie Murphy, and he said, hey, Akon said, you guys should cast more Africans and Come to America too. How you feel? He said, well, I know one funny African, Michael Blackson. He mentioned my name on team. So when I heard that, and TMZ contacted me, and I was like, oh, I'm impressed. I'm shocked. I can't believe this guy's been watching me. You know, I've met him once or twice prior to that. Yeah. You know, and I remember the first time I met him, you know, I said, hey, Eddie, I'm Michael. He said, yeah, I know you, the African guy. You know, that's what he said to me when I met him maybe 10 years before we shot this movie. Wow. So when I saw that TMZ post, I sent it to my agent. I said, hey, listen, I'm not going to audition for this movie. I'm what we talked about. So use this. Because sometimes, you know, you go audition. Audition is the most culturally biased thing ever. Aww. You know, I hate auditions. You know, I mean, I did audition to be next Friday. Don't get it wrong. Yeah. But like, you know, I've done auditions after that. And like, when you audition, it's like you and this, whether it's a director or casting director, who are just looking for this perfect actor for this particular role. But they do, a lot of time, casting agents don't have no clue. They don't care who the world wants to see. Exactly. They're just trying to get that perfect actor. You know, but it could be a great actor, but like the world don't want to see him. You know, he could lose money that way. People want to pay money to see who they want to see. Yeah. You know, so I became opposed to casting. I said to myself, I'm not going to audition for nothing else. You know, after I do this, I'm going to produce my own stuff. Yeah. You know, and that's more like people like Kevin Hart. I'm sure Kevin Hart did audition early in his career, and now he's at the point where he don't audition. He doesn't do audition. You know, whatever he wants to do, he do it. Yeah. And that was my goal, is to do whatever I want to do. I know what type of characters I want to play. I know who I want to put on. I know other comedians that I want to do my own production. So when that tape came out, I sent it to my agent. I said, send it to the casting director. Let him know Eddie Murphy wants me in this movie. In the movie. And that's how it all happened.
Right, so that'll be it for Let's Talk Showbiz today's edition. A big congratulations to you, Mark Okweku-Mante, once again. I'm Doreen Avio. I'm back at same time here on the JoyNews channel. Until then, have a great evening.